All right, hello and welcome to A New Way. Sorry for the delay, but we were participating in our host church's Christmas tree kind of voting situation. It was really fun to go see all the other trees, and then everybody voted, and the money is going to a charity of some sort, which is pretty cool. I have a few announcements, and then we'll get going. So next week, we hope everybody can make it. We're so excited about it. It's our Celebrate week because we have 5 Fridays in December. And we are having our drag queen bingo and brunch buffet. There's a lot of B's in there. So, yeah, drag queen bingo and brunch. We should have come up with an acronym, It's DRIB. I can't do it. But yeah, so it's going to be awesome. If you go to the Facebook event, there's a link for the Eventbrite. It's completely free. We're just trying to get a head count through the Eventbrite. So please come in, totally family friendly. My kids will be there. There'll be other kids there for sure. So it'll be fun. In the first week in January, it's the 5th, we are doing our support night, which we are filling community bags. So these are bags that people can take with them. And if they see somebody homeless or less fortunate in the street or wherever, there's a bag of actually tangible items to give to them instead of just giving them some change. So we're getting together again, another family-friendly night with the kids involved in making the bags for people. On the 12th of January, we are doing our Explore Night, which is the debate of original sin versus original goodness. And this is going to be a theatrical production. It's going to be amazing. We are doing courtroom style. It's going to be awesome. And then the week after that, I believe, is Reform. And that is taking a look at the radical Jesus and taking that back. So please stay tuned for more. Before we get going, I'm just going to do Alton's got a train or something. I'm just going to do a very short prayer and then we'll get into it. All right. Dear God, thank you for bringing us all here together as we begin to celebrate Christmas in whatever way it is celebrated for us. Thank you for guiding us and being there and being a true example of what it means to give a gift. Thank you again. Thank you for bringing us here tonight. And we hope that you open all our hearts and let us listen and take from this what we will. Amen. All right, so my name is Victoria, by the way, and I'm talking about the true joy of Christmas. Because for many people, Christmas is a very joyful time. It's a happy time, but for other people, it's the complete opposite. It's full of stress, it's full of sadness, it's full of feelings of loneliness. So the question is, where can we find the true joy of Christmas? So how about you? How do you feel right now at the cusp of Christmas? Are you joyful and excited? Or did you start to feel anxiety increasing when decorations started being put into the shops before Halloween? And the first chocolate Santas on the supermarket shelf before the pumpkins could even rot, right? Where are you on this? Joyful or stressful? Stressful. Okay, I mean, even if you love the idea of Christmas, the process of Christmas can really stress you out. And that's not why I've been stressed lately. I've been really stressed lately, and that's not the reason, strangely, because I wrote this a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, Christmas is a breeze. But I'm happy for people who find it joyful. It's the same thing that the rest of you. Here's what it is: expectations, right? Expectations and anticipations are not a bad thing. They make us function well in our lives and in society. I mean, we're expected to obey the law. We're expected to, be a good neighbor or a good friend. We're expected to follow through on responsibilities and commitments. But at Christmas, as adults, we can find ourselves being disconnected and lonely under all the strain of living up to the pile of external holiday seasonal expectations. You know, the ones in the Christmas ads that are telling you to buy a car for your loved ones. I mean, the ones that are marketing that you should buy this diamond or that steak. I don't know whatever. And it's in marketing, it's in advertising, it's in society at large. It's that pressure of comparison. And that pressure to compete can add so much to our already filled plates. I mean, I don't know how you're dealing with the holiday season. Maybe you're turning yourself inside out to make things perfect for everybody else. Maybe you're trying to be everywhere all at once with different family groups. Maybe you're trying to provide presents you can't really afford. Maybe you're trying to be bright and cheerful even when you aren't feeling it. Or maybe you're just trying to, you have to spend time with people that you'd rather not spend time with, you know? Whatever is your case, the expectations at Christmas can really weigh you down and just be overwhelming. And then you may feel bad that you're not living up to everyone else's expectations of how you should view this holiday season of joy. And hello, downward spiral into awfulness. If you can't live up to those expectations, it could throw you into a tizzy. So carrying around the shoulds and the have-tos of Christmas can be super exhausting, stressful, and cause anxiety. And for some people, that means you end up just retreating into yourself, and that can cause feelings of loneliness and isolation. Again, downward spiral. No fun. So this feeling connected is actually really important to our mental health. There are super strong links in research between loneliness and depression, as well as social connectedness and being happy. But it can be hard to keep this all together with the whirling trappings of lights and garlands and candy canes and stockings and presents and cookies and all the things. So where can you even start to actually stay connected? What can you do to make this Christmas easier and calmer for you and everyone else around you without building to the stress, right? There's got to be a way. So I argue that the way to achieve Christmas calm and joy is mindful awareness and self-connectedness. Again, really big words. But so what do I mean by that? So I want you to take a step back for a moment and look at all the perceived expectations around the holidays. And I say perceived expectations because, and that's intentional. So what happens when you simply observe and notice all of the expectations and how it feels to have the expectations? Does that make you feel joyful or does it make you feel stressful? The act of just stepping back and looking at it can help you understand which of those expectations are serving you and which have no meaning for you. And this came to pass with me this year because I took a look. I did this a few weeks ago and I took a look and I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. I do want to do that. I don't want to do Christmas cards. I don't want to do the elf. But I did.
I was going to say, is that an option?
Well, my husband took it over most of the time, thankfully, and he's more creative than I am in that. But and I wanted to do, there's certain things I wanted to do and certain things I didn't. And I'm like, I'm okay letting these demons go. And I want to do the things that actually provide joy. So consider the expectations in your own world again. Where have those expectations come from? Have they come from family? Have they come from your particular culture? Have they come just for tradition and you're not even sure? Is it because you're comparing yourselves to what your friends can do for Christmas? Is it something you've seen in the media? All those things bring your expectations. So again, you really need to think about which ones are actually important to you personally and which of those give you life. Again, do they provide joy or stress? What could you do without? What would you miss if you didn't do it? We've got the Chris Kindle market in Aurora. I would miss that if we didn't do it. So we went, but I didn't bake cookies because I don't miss that, and so it's just one of those things. So assessing this with some mindful awareness, and some self-compassion, understanding that it's okay to not want to do some things, gives you the space and permission to choose to let go of any things that don't help you. Honestly, it's all about making your own choices. And once you're clear on which of the expectations that you hold important, choose to participate in the activities leading up to Christmas that you value. The ones that bring joy to your heart and to your family. Maybe it's merely the fact of choosing activities that focus on kindness, gratitude, and being together with people. I mean, this is a good time of year when people are actually trying to be nice to other people. So we need to harness that good that exists just by this time of year. We see it more this time of year than any other time of the year. And I mean, people are actually trying to achieve it, so feel free to grab onto it. But even so, when you're making your own path at Christmas, it should be in line with your values and not the values of other people. It's a huge thing. Oops. Okay. So it is so funny with Jen bringing in the gifts today. So we're going to take a closer look at one of the major expectations of this time of year, gift giving. So this is one of those major things that can easily become stressful, especially when framed in the societal commercialism of I want, I need, give me, I expect, and you need to get me. I've heard each one of those phrases in the past month from both of my kids and my husband. Love you, honey. But yeah, this is a harmful perspective, actually, and it's not in the spirit of the original intention of gift giving. I mean, I have made my kids write Christmas or Santa lists or Christmas lists this year because I'm just like, I don't even listen to you. So let me know. But if we're gonna give gifts, perhaps the act of it needs to be reframed again, like everything else we're deconstructing, and that's why I love, like, especially, I just love what Jen gave me today. And Jen, I was looking around at some other gifts, and she's like, really gave gifts that she thought would really help those people and to reduce stress. And that's what was my next point. So it's perfectly on point. It's a lavender candle, reducing stress, making me laugh, reducing stress, and so that was a cool gift, but like you have to choose gifts that do reduce stress for yourself and others. So don't stress about getting that perfect gift. You should look about getting gifts for people that help strengthen connections. And I had my kids get gifts for the people that are important to them this year. And my daughter got my mom a little trinket that probably wouldn't mean a lot, but it's got hearts and flowers and pearls or something. And she's like, because those are the things that make me think of Nana. And I'm like, that is the most amazing gift because you thought about it, right? And if you really think about it, Jesus was the best gift giver, right? Did he give physical gifts? Not really. He didn't like, here's, have a new car. No, he did not. Or some wine. Well, wine. Okay, wine. But wine is just awesome. So anyway, but Christmas is supposed to be a celebration of Jesus, so it's important to consider his style of gift giving. He gave gifts to relieve people's pains or stresses, right? He gave to meet that person's exact essential need, not necessarily their want. He gave to connect to people. He gave without really expecting anything tangible in return except love, right? In his light, in his way of doing it, perhaps we just need to let go of finding the perfect gift and instead look at the practice it can provide you with a unique opportunity to reach out to others, to connect to others. And this can help you feel more connected in return. So I'd like to issue a challenge to you. Here and now with the intent of connecting with other people and not necessarily buying stuff. I know it's super close to Christmas, but I mean, if you still haven't bought things. But okay, so a couple of things. So number one, take a moment to think about the people that you've interacted with this year. It could be neighbors, friends, family, coworkers, people you know through school or church, people you just even know online. Doesn't matter. Number two, choose something to do for them. And this could be as simple as making them a card, giving them a text or a phone call, sending them a shout out or a thank you across social media if that's helpful. Make them some cookies. Give them a hug. Include them in prayer. They don't have to know about it. The act is simply you acknowledging and thanking them for whatever role they've played in your life this year. It doesn't have to be about money or objects. So number three, if and when you choose to give gifts to perform those acts of kindness, give those gifts without expecting anything in return. That's the best kind of gift. And also, gift giving doesn't have to be like big. It can be little random acts of connectedness, not acts of kindness, acts of connectedness. This includes like holding open a door for somebody, saying hello to a stranger, smiling at the people who are serving you at the stores. Just the point is to spread the gift of connection even to people you don't know. And in all of this, I think we can really get to the joy of Christmas. And then I've got one more thing, but that's the end of the talk. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll